Third. Our special guest over here is like got another appointment at 2 o'clock, so we'll make it short. But I do want to get you guys going on the convention coming up. If you guys haven't signed up yet, please do so. It's coming up February on the 1st. We're landing on the 31st on a Tuesday. If you guys are there early by Wednesday, there's a meet and greet with the carriers, and then we're doing Top Golf with Jack's team and our team. So if you haven't done so, go to fflconvention.com and register. Flights are cheap. I mean, from California, there's $200 flights. There's even $100 flights, but I mean, it's Spirit, so I don't recommend it. So get yourself so at least a JetBlue or some American Airlines, and not Spirit. But second part, if you guys have noticed on FFL Elite, what do you call it, Instagram, we're pivoting to our social media. Okay. So you guys can do this as well with your social media. But the biggest difference was we were promoting a lot of like agent content, but the issue with that is it's appealing to our current agents. So now we want to pivot to creating more agents, recruiting more new agents, and also creating education and value so we can now create our own clientele. If you guys follow this guy, it's slipped my mind, but he does Jacko leads. You'll see him in commercials on Instagram, but what he's doing is he's just talking about the value of life insurance, why you need it. Contact me if you need some life insurance. And then when that happens, he's now getting enough traction where he's able to sell those leads. Well, shoot, why are we buying those leads when we can create our own content and do the same thing, right? More importantly, he may or may not even have a license. So it's just bare minimum where we can give full detailed information. Okay. So we had a call before with Tony on that, and he gets a lot of clients just on basic information. Well, if you guys want, like, you want to film here, if you guys are local, we can put you on the spotlight. We're going to start filming with us here and just talk about a couple of things later on today, like the differences of life insurance, why it's good for an IUL, why life insurance is great for a young kid. So these things will create traction for us in our group, and then hopefully it can come in and bring in potential free clients on our own as well. So if you guys haven't done so, follow through, follow Tony's Instagram. You guys see it a lot. Go ahead, Tony.
I just got off a call with a client that I just got from TikTok from doing just a simple video about putting a plan in place for their kids. And her husband or her boyfriend passed away recently, and she just her and her newborn daughter. So she's like, she sees the benefit of it. She saw the video and then she hit me up, hit my calendar up and scheduled an appointment. So it's easy as that.
You have a TikTok where actually Derek's asking real quick. Tony, what's your IG or handle or your
okay, let me yeah, I can share it, yeah.
But what's great about Tony too, you don't have to create the full content. He does it where he does a mix, where he finds a good content on somebody, and then you just upload that and put a little face off of yours in here, and he just points sometimes. It just says, "Come talk to me about this," and he gets leads out of that, especially your TikTok too. So you're getting some traction on it. It's a long haul. I just want to say, just because you posted one time in 30 days, don't mean you're going to get a lead right away. It's continuous motions of drip. He's dripping. Sometimes one person sees one. Okay, that makes sense. They do another one, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Then they finally see the value of it. And if you have somebody looking at your post, I'm pretty sure they'll start looking at your profile and they'll start watching 5 to 10 of your videos, right? So the more content you have, the better it's going to reflect on you.
Yeah, that's what she did. She liked like 7 of my posts that I had from other insurance stuff. So,
So common ideas, just educate about the value of life insurance, educate what you do, the carriers you represent, what it means, simplify the issue. You don't have to do a physical, all these little things. You'll get a free sale here and there. Okay. My next topic, moving on, is focusing on the company philosophies that I feel like it's important for us. Seeking the thrill and enjoying the process, and focusing on your income producing activities. So what I mean by this is, all of our stuff that we do, they're monotonous. It's the minutia and things, right? It gets redundant. So if you feel like it becomes redundant and there's nothing that's exciting to you, now you're just thinking too far ahead, where you're thinking about the money and the money that it'll bring and the income and the fun the income will get you. Well, if you're too focused on the income that it'll get you, you're not focused on the process. You're going to skip the process, which means you're going to skip getting the income, right? So we have to focus on what's happening now, enjoying the process, enjoying the income producing activities to get you to the end goal in mind. So start asking yourself your questions. How can you produce more income producing activities? Okay. Do you enjoy calls? Well, if you do, how can you do more of it? Do you enjoy doing presentations with clients? Well, if you do, how do you do more of it? Right? Start asking the right questions to your mind, and your mind will give you those answers. Second, what makes things fun for you? Okay. What inspires your competitive spirits? Being on the joint lead dials is fun. You get to see other people, you get to see them mess up, you get to have a conversation in between. So during that break time, you get to have a conversation, you get to have fun. It's like hanging out with the people that you like and making money at the same time. Now, what about this business that'll make you jump out of bed every morning? Well, if you had like an annuity sale at 8 a.m., will that make you happy? Right? If you got an annuity appointment that's like $1 million ready to transfer, okay, then how can we get to that point? Okay, I sent the link with Coronado. He was featured today on the FFLAMS, and he had some great stuff on his video. He talked about his annuity sales, but he talked about asking the proper questions of finding the money into his sale. And so after he sells, he started asking questions like, well, do you know anybody that just got into a car accident, got a settlement? Anybody just won the lotto? Anybody got over $20,000, $30,000 in their bank account looking to invest in something and they're scared of the market? So he's finding the money. He's asking specific questions. Anybody that just got divorced, they might have a split asset they have to worry about. Okay, so questions, anything. But these processes, the more you do of it, the more you're going to have income producing activities, the more it'll be fun, because the more you're going to make money. Okay. Now back to the processes. Which part of these process do you love or do you hate? Okay. Where do you think in the business, when you're running the business, which processes do you mentally run away from? You're mentally not engaged in. You're mentally escaping from the minutia of your work, right? So these are the critiques you got to give yourself as the business owner, and into your processes of your day-to-day activity, to figure out, where am I not 100% in? Where am I like just dragging my feet along? And this is going to segue into Misha and the conversation with Misha, because Misha started coming in a little bit earlier, right? Misha, if I can have you unmute and pretty much let you take on. I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions, but lead you into your processes now that got you some big sales. You had a big week.
Yeah, so far so good. Yeah, absolutely.
How many sales did you have so far this week?
This week I had, hold on, let me go to my report, because there is a few things that I started doing this month that are helping me too.
You don't have to be exact, but
this week alone, what day is today? Thursday, right? 4. I mean,
4?
I've sold one pretty much every day.
Right. So this is a crazy process that changed for you, where instead of like once 3 days,
5 applications this week.
Right. So almost every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're also dialing, you're also calling on Saturdays.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So what changed in the process for you? More importantly, where are you finding the thrill, and where are you finding the fun in this?
Okay. Well, one, I started getting a different type of lead.
And feel free to share that.
I'm actually started buying leads from PFA. They're a $12 lead.
Yes.
And like anything else, we start buying leads, to see if they work. But these ones have been giving pretty good result. People are answering the phone. People know that somebody's gonna call them, so they've been more receptive. I used to go through the notes and stuff like that, but the idea is to have the opportunity to be in front of somebody, and these ones have been working out pretty good. Now, besides having the lead, is the desire to work the lead. Yes. So I purchased my lead in the East Coast, and last week I had some in North Carolina, but I was dialing them around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning here in California. And I realized that I wasn't going anywhere. So I said, you know what, if I want to be successful, I got to keep up with the time. So I started coming to the office. I get to the office at 5:30 in the morning. And then I started dialing. Like today, I got 5 new leads. And the sale that I made today was the second dial that I did. This guy was in Texas. And that was actually pretty nice. It was over $3,000 AP on that one.
3 families.
So, oh yeah, 3 families. So, I mean, pretty big AP.
Yeah.
But in reality, what it comes down to, guys, is like you were saying, I mean, you're going to be looking for the things that motivate you. I mean, I want to start making more money. So in order for me to make more money, I needed to change my activity. And believe me, it's hard to get out of bed at 4 o'clock in the morning to start getting ready to get myself in my car and drive over here, especially when it's so cold. So cold here in the office, but man, it's fun actually, because I mean, I'm by myself. I know that the day is gonna get good, and the sale that I made this morning was 7 o'clock in the morning here.
Dude, before 7:30.
And I was like, man, I mean, I still have the rest of the day to do something else. So I'm buying more leads. I even bought a new at a glance, schedule thing.
Okay.
And it's in front of me all the time. And I'm writing my appointments, my calls. Even if a client tells me, you know what, call me back in 30 minutes, I put it down on the book because it gives me the impression that I'm busy. And the day goes by fast. I'm excited. I'm excited to talk to people. I've been hiring new people. I got a couple of people going through the class right now. I'm focusing in more money-making activities. One thing I stopped doing, and I even told John last year, one thing I'm gonna stop doing is focusing on somebody else. Start comparing myself with everybody else. So I don't pay attention to anybody, and I just pay attention to me, and I kick myself in the butt when I need to go to work, when I need to do something. If I'm not working, how come I'm not? How come you're not working, Misha? Come on, get on the phone. You know what I mean? So things like that. Just be more focused. Do the things that I don't want to do. Like being here at 5:30 in the morning. I mean, that's hard. It's kind of scary outside, but who cares?
Still dark.
It's still dark. But getting outside my comfort zone, and it's been paying pretty good results. The results have been very positive, and I'm excited. So if you guys want to do something different, I mean, don't expect, the same result if you guys continue with the same activity. Just, do little adjustments here and there. So one, buy the leads. I just noticed that you shared the link. So get some leads from there. Mention my name so I can get so I can get my,
You have a referral
fee.
You have the referral link?
Yeah, they give you 5 leads free if you mention my name. So mention my name.
Okay.
Or John's.
What's the last name so I can put it in there?
Elias. Elias. Yeah, those leads have been pretty good. So buy your leads. Don't be afraid of spending the money. Just put the money in it. Just put the money in it. Don't be afraid of spend it. And the results are going to happen. I bought $600 in leads. And what we have written, oh man, I passed that amount already. The investment has been back.
Off the one sale, right?
The first sale paid for everything already. So,
and are you selling them on the spot, or are you booking an appointment?
Both. I called to close, but I have found people that are at work, and then I set up an appointment for later on, and they answer the phone. I've been calling people, and I have gotten some declines, and then I find other company. Quick activity, guys. Activity.
Quick phone setting. If you want to do a quick role play for somebody. So I'm the prospect. If you just call me with this type of lead, what's your initial intro?
Oh, easy. So what I say is this. So you answer the phone.
Yeah.
Right. So,
hello.
And then I say, John.
Yeah.
Hey, John, how you doing? My name is Misha. Hey, the company I work for, They just assigned me to give you the information you requested a couple of days ago. You got a couple of minutes? And some
What
people,
information?
the information on the insurance, on the life insurance you requested.
Okay.
All right, so you got paper and pencil? So I gotta give you my license number. I'm required by the state to do that.
Okay.
And then I give my license number, and then I go to it right away. I don't make friends, so I go like, okay, John, so the reason you requested information is because you just want to cover your funeral services, or you want to make sure that your family receives a lot of money when you're gone. And
A lot of money.
A lot of money, perfect. Is there a mortgage that you need to take care of when you're gone?
Just income.
Just income, perfect. How much money do you make a year?
Okay. So you go, let's say
And
100.
then I take it from there. Then I ask if the wife is working, and then I say, if the wife is working, so how much money does she make? Well, she makes half of that.
Okay.
Okay, so let's make sure that you're gonna be covered the family for the next 4 or 5 years before the family, start missing you and stuff like that. But anyway, so I make the sale based on questions. I don't follow the same script all the time because every client is different. I just listen to their answers. That is the key. I always believe that everybody's gonna tell you how they're gonna be close. What you gotta do is just listen to the answers, and then I take it from there. So like this guy,
Go ahead. Oh,
so
so
like this, yeah. So like this last client, I mean, he wanted to get insured for $500,000 because his 2 kids are in school. Because both of my kids are going through med school. Something happens to me, I'm not gonna have the money. They're not gonna have the money. If something happens to me, they're taken care of. So I stopped focusing on the mortgage. I started focusing on the benefit for the children. And because he noticed that I acknowledged that it was for the children's school, it was an easy sell. So I didn't try to go into the mortgage. I just went into what his hot button was.
Okay. What did you sell on that?
I sold him $500,000 with John Hancock.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
simplified issue. You also guys want to stick to simplified issue with this guy, because the biggest thing is you're following it up, and then next thing you know, you're happy you made a sale, and then after submit, it goes through underwriting. It takes too long for you guys. But John Hancock pay you out in 2-3 days. You're set.
And yeah, they're good to go.
Yeah. Any other last tips for new agents? Maybe for agents that hasn't bought leads yet?
Buy leads. Don't be afraid of it. That's the key. The bread and butter of this business is leads. And if you don't buy leads, you're always gonna be, watching the game rather than being in the game. So buy leads. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. The more mistakes you make, the better you're gonna get. That's for sure.
Okay. So we're gonna wrap it up. Anybody else have any questions for Misha? Misha, if you guys are seeing him on GroupMe, he's been killing it every day. He's selling. People on the East Coast from Oklahoma, Derek, Terrence, they're like, who's gonna be on the Elite Dials? Misha's like, I'm here since 6.
Yeah.
Representing from the West Coast. So
there you go.
Working.
All right, guys. Well, just kill it out there.
Alrighty. Thanks for sharing, Misha. I'll see you guys at the 2 o'clock call.
Bye bye.